So in my podcast with Mike a couple of months ago, more than a couple of months ago, it was still nice and warm outside. We spoke about claims and claim cost and the claim services that are provided. And I wanted to come back on that because there's some comments that I've received. But also I was contacted a couple of years ago. I did a conference, or I spoke at a conference about how to manage the claim cost. And, it was not only about the cost of claims, but also how do we make sure that as an insurance company, we pay as little as possible, which for claims, which were at the time, they were medical claims. And so how do we pay as little as possible? So it was not only about the management of the providers, so the cost of a doctor, of an hospital, but also how do we optimize what is being paid to the client. And this is exactly where is a trick point, is when you speak about providing additional services in case of claim, we protect a client. But on the other hand, we're managing also the cost of the claim and optimize it. Because at the end of the day, the more expensive, the more money we pay in case of claim, the more the premium will have to be to cover for the client. So how do we balance that? And then how do we do that without losing the trust of the client? There's a strong part of the work which is done in case of claim payment is assessing whether the claim is payable or not. And there's a fine line between sometimes a claim which we're paying and a claim which we're not paying, or which we're paying only partially. And that is a very, very emotional moment for the client. The client who's coming to an insurer, paying him money for based on the trust that when there is a problem, the client or his beneficiary will get some money. So this fine line is so important because there is pressure from the three sides. I don't want to pay a high premium. I want to get as much benefit as possible for this insurance contract. But I need to be also receiving the right services. The balancing act between those three competing forces is what makes the insurance team and staff competent or less competent and successful. There is, of course, always the client distribution. The sales team is going to put pressure on the claim team to pay or to accommodate the wishes of the client, and some commercial gestures sometimes that need to be made. But at the end of the day, experience and people and data are what is going to bring all that together. Trust is not only built by paying more for a claim. It's earned by paying the right amount for a claim, by paying the right amount timely. So don't wait a long time before paying the claim. The quick payment of the claim is extremely positive for a client. And when there is a no payment or limited payment, the key is that there is explanation which is given to the client and the distribution, and that the explanation is simple, understandable by everyone, not by the expert only with using complicated words and very detailed insurance jargon, but by being very simple, direct, and transparent, and true to the story that was explained to the client at the time of signature of the contract. So trust is earned by truth, not by subsidizing client. That's the most important element. Transparency, client centricity in terms of vocabulary, speech, language, and consistency.